tribute to Ray Harryhausen. It was a lot of fun to bring it to you. One other comment, the music that I was playing tonight is by Bernard Herrmann and Nicholas Rosa, two men who have contributed to their share of fantasy films as much as Ray Harryhausen. I pay tribute to them also. Well, next week, When Worlds Collide, an excellent George Pal film, first produced in 1950, which shows the complete destruction of the world, including the studios here at Channel 2. So we'll be back next week with When Worlds Collide.
From deep, deep outer space, from the black holes of hidden planets, from galaxies far and beyond comes the super StarCraft spaceship. Aboard Captain Cosmic and his wonder robot 2T2. Captain Cosmic, a defender of truth, fighting evil forces that threaten to destroy Earth.
Hold up, I'll get him.
Join the world of fantasy and science fiction. Join the world of Captain Cosmic and 2T2.
Hey, we're on the air. Eiji Ragone, a Japanese film expert, is with us. How are you? Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you.
2T2, and we've been talking about Space Cruiser, the show Star Blazer, rather, which was called Space Cruiser in Japan when it first came out. Here's one of the posters from it, and Augie brought along a lot of stuff from his collection. Tell us about this show that we have on now, Star Blazers. When did it start? Where did it start?
It started in 1972. An artist by the name of Eiji Tsuburaya started a comic strip, and Japanese comic strips are like about 10 pages long each magazine. It's sort of like a mini comic book. And it was done for mostly the adolescent 15 up to adult ages.
Right.
And it was a very, very big hit. It was such a big hit that they did a radio play, and then they went on and they did a TV series in 1974. So it was way ahead of Star Wars and Galactica, although they are extremely similar to each other.
All right, now it was called Space Cruiser in Japan.
Space Cruiser Yamato.
And later, this is a movie poster from England, where it appeared as a feature-length movie, and also the show you're watching today and have been watching the last couple of weeks has been a feature film too. Okay, from there it went into primetime television, from a cartoon strip, a comic strip, to primetime television. How well did it do?
It did extremely well. It was one of the most high-rated television shows on during that time slot. It was on, I think, between the 7 and 8 o'clock time slots.
And from that, of course, came a lot of material that you have from the series, Star Blazers. What do we have here?
That's a little like giveaway. That was in a Japanese magazine, television magazine. It has blueprints
And
the
that's
ship
the
inside of
correct
it.
title of the... Okay.
And that's an episode guide for the second series. In this series called Star Blazers now, this will be something like starting at episode 27.
All right.
And that's another Japanese children's, it's not really a children's magazine, but a television magazine.
What do we have here?
British magazine called Starburst. They had a review on the 98-minute feature film that was made from some of the episodes. And that's the creator, Eiji Matsumoto's second volume of the series, which again starts at episode 27.
And here's some of our old friends.
That's one of the new Ultraman books in Japan.
Okay, and a couple things here. We can't show everything, but there's even an album, the soundtrack from...
That was done last year. It was very popular. And the 45 there, that was, that's the original record for the series that was pressed in 1974.
And what's the status of this show in Japan today? Is it just one of those good shows that never, it didn't stay around that long? Or?
No, the new series that we're seeing, called Star Blazers, is the first series that started in 1974, and it's also the new series that has been showing in Japan the last few months.
Oh, I see.
So we're getting a great chance to look at some new stuff, and the animation is being done by a better company.
And that'll start at the 27th chapter, sort of?
Yes.
So we're seeing the old series, and then when we get to chapter 27, we'll see the new stuff.
And it starts a new story.
Okay. I want you to stick around because, as our fans know, you're the president of the Godzilla fan club, and Godzilla celebrating its 25th anniversary?
In Japan, yes.
Wow. And have a pencil and paper ready. We'll give you details on that Godzilla fan club and put you up to date and everything else. Let's get into Star Blazers right after this. Talked in the past about the Godzilla fan club. You get this photograph of Godzilla, and of course there's a certificate and a newsletter with a little card there you can put in your wallet and so forth. Augie Ragone is with us, and Augie, we're going to give that address now while you talk about the club. What does it take to join?
$2.50.
Okay, and they're going to get everything I just showed, plus a newsletter on occasion and all sorts of goodies. Godzilla is the address, 1360 Barrett Drive, San Jose, California, 95118. You can send your $2.50 in now, or send a self-addressed stamped envelope and they'll send you information. But be sure and get that self-addressed stamped envelope. You've got tons of letters at home with...
Yeah, I've got about 400 letters with either they're empty or no self-addressed stamped envelopes whatsoever. It's really driving me up the wall.
We'll try to repeat that later in the show or later this week. Let's get back now to Star Blazers. Come on, that's it. We'll give you that Godzilla address tomorrow, and I have a lot more surprises for you. Stay tuned for the Bionic Hour coming up next. Bye-bye.